Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Pharaoh, a new era. Today we are doing Cleopatra's Alexandria, which is likely going to be the real final mission, because there's a final mission called Actium. Looking at it, it's gonna be another one of those. You know, like, Cleopatra expansion had timers on it, and it played with time a little bit. It gave you time limits. Maybe in that one mission it made you stay for 7 years or whatever. The remake, this remake, just got rid of them completely, which I don't fully agree with. I don't know how controversial. I don't remember how controversial my opinion on the military remake was. I like what they did with the military, because I did not like the military in the OG game. This, though, removing the time constraints, I don't like. Because I don't want to reopen the entire argument, but my argument boiled down to the military took away from the core gameplay, which is just city building. A very good city building game. But then you had to interrupt that occasionally to just do some poorly implemented RTS, and I hated it. By and large, that was my problem with it. The whole time constraints do not take you away from the main core gameplay loop. It's just... It's an extra challenge that you need to solve with good city building skills. It would have been interesting to have it in them, but we don't. So Actium, Maritus suffered from that a lot. Actually, there's more fuckery going on with Maritus, but don't worry about it. Point is, Maritus suffers from it. Actium most certainly will suffer from it, looking at it. So this is the last real mission we're gonna get, and it looks like a big mission. 10,000 is a lot. This is probably 4x4s that I have to support. We get pretty high ratings. They're not 100, but they're pretty high. We need a mausoleum and Caesarum. No more library. I mean, mausoleum we built in Alexandria? Like the first one? Yeah. Ptolemy's two monuments apparently aren't there anymore. Caesarum is gonna be there though. This is probably on the map when we start, and this I should just go. I should just go look. Probably build only one of the two. Is my point. Mausoleum's been there. We built it, and then we kept it, and now it's still there. Apparently, it didn't burn. Ugh.
Caesar's bloody death at the points of assassins' daggers cast the Roman world into turmoil and has driven you, our Pharaoh, Cleopatra VII, into grief and mourning. Gone is your lover, mentor, confidant, and powerful ally. Octavian, his teenage adopted great-nephew, has been named as heir, but the more experienced Mark Antony, previously a consul to Caesar, has become the nominal head of state, somewhat to the ire of the young Octavian. Not surprisingly, Caesar's will made no mention of your son by him, Ptolemy Caesar, popularly known as Caesarea. Desiring safety for yourself and your child, and, as always, seeking to preserve the power of Egypt, you have departed Rome for Alexandria. Despite all the leagues between Rome and yourself, you cannot leave behind all of its internecine squabbles. Powerful men still vie for power. Your support and the access to the riches of Egypt would be a great asset to any faction. For you to back a winner in this power struggle is critical. Siding with the loser could easily result in the end of Egypt.
Oh no, not the end of the game.
The between the rival Roman factions recently occurred at Philippi, where Mark Antony's Caesarians decisively beat the forces of Brutus and Cassius. Antony, Octavian, and Lepidus have now carved up the empire for joint rule, with Antony claiming the eastern portion, which includes Egypt. Not long after the battle, Mark Antony summoned you to join him at Tarsus in Asia Minor, so that you might better explain why you had been slow to cast your lot with the Caesarians. Not one to be summoned like a lapdog, you wisely declined to respond. After all, you know better than most that it is much better to see a Roman under your own terms and conditions, not his. Thus you, Pharaoh Cleopatra
word,
have returned
Cleopatra.
home to Alexandria, to Egypt. It is now time to expand the glory of this magnificent city, founded by the great Alexander, whose tomb is still frequented by visitors. Alexandria's renowned Great Library continues to attract scholars from all over the world. The bright beacon of the wondrous Pharaoh's lighthouse still burns, so that seafarers can safely make their way through the treacherous waters of the harbor.
Okay.
Now you can further enrich the beauty of the city by constructing the expansive Caesareum in honor of your former lover and your young son. Additionally, ensure your own successful passage into the afterlife by building another mausoleum.
Another one?
So that you can be duly worshipped after your journey into the field of reeds.
Surprise!
The next time Mark Antony calls for you, perhaps he will employ a bit more tact?
Yeah, these two, I mean, you probably know history, just a little bit, but these two will die together. Mark Antony and Cleopatra. They lose at Actium and they die. Okay, library's still there. I don't need to keep it though, because it's not in the requirements. This is a... Okay, mausoleum is there. My dynasty mansion is in an absolute random nonsense place. This thing is still here. We've got a road that halfway leads to it, but no one cares, so... Actually, I don't know. Alright, so why would I ever keep this? Look at all of the coastline right there that I don't get to use because this thing's in the way. It's crazy. What do we do? What do we make? So we got everything probably. It's more in terms of food and production. What can we make? Grain. Straw as well then. Barley. So we can make beer natively. Fish. We get 2 sources of food natively. Probably want to focus on grain to begin with as the primary source of just food. And get a few barley farms for economy. The fishing probably is going to be kept for the rich folks, because only the rich folks need 2 sources of food. They're going to need 3 because we're making 4x4s now. I don't know how many 4x4s I can sneak. I'm probably just going to improvise something and hope for the best. It's basically like 3x3s, except, you know, it takes more space for the houses. But it should look similar to the 3x3s. You just get less houses because they take more space. What was I going to look at? Oh yeah, production. Well, this is the same, sure. Production. We can make boats. We don't produce wood, but we can make boats. We get reeds in the most inconvenient of places. I mean, it's not that bad. This is a pretty big marsh we got here. We probably don't need to go get anything else than this. And we're probably going to be fine. So it's probably the same pattern of just having at least 1 housing district here to support industry around here. Some industry around here. We probably... Do we need it? Well, we need 1 down here to get worker access on the farms. And... we're probably going to add more. 56,000 is absolutely insane. Do I have anything I need to build? A Caesareum, right? I guess we need to build a second one? Right. Yeah, okay. We need a second mausoleum. And the Caesareum, which... who the hell knows what this requires. Excuse me, where? I feel like the visual display of the red and green square is a bit not where it needs to be. Okay, couple thoughts. This is absolutely not necessary and kind of in the way. Because this is where I have a housing district that allows me to colonize the coastline for all the boats I could ever need. I assume we're, yeah, full-on military. We don't get chariots. I guess we're in the part of the history where they didn't use chariots anyway. but still, it's kind of surprising. Just a little off-putting. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We get all the culture. Sure. Okay. Papyrus, beer. Oh my god. You don't even get to make pottery out of imported clay. You just do not get clay whatsoever. We can import flax, but we're going to need to import pots, like pre-made pots. That's crazy. So what are the trade partners? Oh, wait. Did I not unpause? I did not unpause, my bad. We also want to know what the events are going to be. And then let's pause with this menu. Oh. It gives us gems. Okay, Quena is a source of gems, copper, one source of luxury. We do need luxury as well. We're going to make jewelry, that's one. We're going to need, I think, 3 luxury, so that's one of them, maybe. They buy papyrus and linen. Quena is great, water trade route, but we get to sell papyrus. We're probably going to set up linen right off the go, because that's also pretty profitable, even though it's a secondary. I mean, we have so much money we can set up everything in one go. The problem with setting up everything in one go is just you won't have the workers for a while, and that can make the start a little clunky. We'll see. Unit. Source of a third. Well, it's not a lot of food. We'll see. Potentially chickpeas. I do think the highest level of we're gonna try to get to the highest level of houses, okay? I'm pretty sure they require 3 luxury and 3. I should just look it up before I start. Okay, I was almost right, but a little off. 3 types of food for the absolute highest. By the way, what was the requirement? Was it palatial estates? Hold on, I'll get back to y'all in a second. What was the requirement? Requirement was palatial. Yeah, it's the highest level. It is absolutely the highest level. 3 types of food was correct. It's only 2 types of luxury. Basically, the first level, the 4x4, is the first level that requires 2 types of luxury. Before that, it's only 1. And then there's only 2 levels of 4x4. And the second one, palatial, adds a 3rd type of food to the list of everything. It also, each level adds entertainment points, but don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, so anyway. What was I looking? Oh yeah, trade partners. We need to figure out what we want to do. Yuna is also a source of sandstone, which may or may not be involved in the construction of something we're building. I don't know. Well, I mean, hold on. We can just put them on the ground somewhere. Excuse me, why can I not? I mean, this one I can. What do you want? Okay, well, at first they want workers, so hard to tell what it's going to consume. This requires 240 sandstone to put down. Okay, well, okay, we're going to need unit for the sandstone, if anything. They're a source of flax as well, which is something we'll want. They buy our excess jewelry. Wood is not a thing I'm gonna sell. Baharia gets us game meat. We are going to need game meat for zoo purposes. Hides if we want to, make shields or just the shields. It buys excess linen. Fish is not something I will trade. Thank you very much. Serabit Kadin. Source of gems to make, extra jewelry that we can sell off, and then a source of copper for the military industrial complex. It buys something I won't sell and excess linen. A lot of people are buying linen. This was also a source of copper, yeah. Okay, Menefer, source of pottery. It's our this is the first one we've found. 4,000 is quite a bit though. Source of a bunch of stuff we don't want to sell. Jewelry. They buy excess jewelry. We could make a secondary composite bow economy. I'm not convinced by that. Hold on a second, I need to go. Alright, I'm back. I don't know why I told you I was going away, because I can just edit. I will edit, but I guess you would have noticed. Because the music would have skipped ahead, so, Why not just let you know why? Source of wood and a luxury good. We haven't decided which one we want specifically, Can be either of these. It's definitely jewelry +1. They buy excess linen papyrus. That's our second outlet for papyrus, right? Linen is kind of everywhere. We're going to want to produce a lot of linen because a lot of people want it. Puenet and Gaza are the only sources, the only outlets for papyrus so far. We have a few more places to look at though. Tyre sells another source of wood, another source of wine. Could be wine. So far, wine is the most plentiful. This is 2,500. These two together are 5,000. It's pretty good. Linen is not interesting. We don't want to sell anything to Tyre. We might avoid opening Tyre altogether. Just reduce the number of the water trade merchants that, you know, don't buy anything from us. Should maximize profits. Marble, we probably will need this for something. It's also a source of wood. It buys beer. I believe that is the first one we've found that buys our beer. Our native beer. Buys linen a little bit, but it doesn't buy a lot. And Komi is meant to be a source of wood and marble, mostly. And then it just, you know, adds a little income on the side. We'll definitely need to open it, though. Unless there's, you know, marble somewhere else. Another source of pottery. Probably good to have. I don't know how much pottery 10,000 people in a city is going to consume, but I imagine it's quite a bit. I don't know if 4,000 per year is enough. We'll see. I mean, they buy a lot of what we're going to produce. They buy beer, they buy papyrus, both of which are produced natively, and then you got jewelry on top of that. So that's like a really good one to have. TBH. It's a third source of, it's a third outlet for papyrus. Very good. Athens. They sell pottery and wine. That was the same as this, right? Okay, wine is probably our second. They buy marble. We're not selling that. Okay, they buy a bunch of stuff that we don't really want to sell. So ideally we don't have to open Athens. Ideally, Knossos plus Menefer is a big enough source of... Oh, it's land. Nice. Ideally, those two together provide enough pottery that we don't need to open Athens for more pottery. Because Athens does not provide extra income on the side. It only provides resources we lack. So we're gonna start off doing what exactly? Wait, hold on. This is a source of flax, 2,500. Was that the only one? We cannot possibly produce enough linen for everyone just off 2,500 per year. There's impossible. I don't. Yeah. Unless, you know, stuff happens and we get to have more. Unit's the only source of flax. We start out, we open this. We open all the papyrus outlets. Meaning Gaza's gonna be our source of food initially, because you don't buy it. We have a small outlet for beer on top of this. I don't know. I guess I'll just mostly improvise. Chickpeas? I don't... Yeah? Sure. I mean, it's not bad. We're gonna want to improvise... Okay. Never mind with the chickpeas. I don't care about the chickpeas. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna close off. We're gonna do something similar to the last time. I do think I delete this. It's just in the way. It burnt anyway. It's not supposed to be there, right? We need a housing district basically here so that we can provide worker access to like the coastline here and the coastline here. We can have a whole bunch of fishing wharves here, and we can have the military wharves over here. We're gonna want 3 transports and 7 warships probably. Yeah. Feel like it can all fit pretty nicely. Sure. And then we can have some transports around here, maybe. We can have this thing here again, if the road's a bit kinder. Yeah, I can probably fit most of the military around here, like we did last time. I guess I'll just restart and improvise along the same lines we did last time. I don't know if I build everything necessarily off the get-go, because I remember last time we were in Alexandria, we had just no workers, right? That was a problem, a big problem, until we had food to solve everything. Then again, the city was kind of functional, even though we didn't have any food, so... I don't know, maybe I'm just complicating my life for no good reason. I'm gonna need to close this off, that's stupid. Alright, I'm gonna restart and just full send it. We kind of know how Alexandria works. It doesn't look like anything's changed really other than the library. Okay, you know what, actually, can we save the poor library? We can by doing something I don't want to do. Well, man, those two are both extremely in the way. No, I don't want to. No, just get out of here. All right, I'm gonna, it's just too inconvenient. I'm sorry. I'm going to improvise. I'll be back in like a long time because there's a lot to build. It takes a time. It takes a while. See you in a bit. Okay, I think I've barely spent anything that I have, but I think I'll send it here. I've got basically the food production going. I've got some beer and some papyrus going. Oh, I forgot to open the trade routes. My bad. But it shouldn't be too long. We wanted Puenet, I remember that, because they buy our papyrus. We wanted Unet. Maybe not immediately. Actually, it's a source of flax. Blah, blah, blah. Who do we want? We wanted Gaza, source outlet for papyrus, and source of wood. We're not consuming wood yet. Knossos takes our papyrus and beer. So we open that. We're gonna start with these three for now. It's gonna get us going in terms of just making a bit of money. It's not like we're in a hurry to do that right now because we have 32,000 still. But oh, I almost forgot. But we've got the basics there, and basically I've got it set up so we're gonna make food. That's the priority, and we've got a bit of culture with some juggling for all the housing districts and a bit of desirability. So once the food starts coming in, we're gonna start getting a whole lot of people moving in, and then I'll build more of the economy, right? The second-hand economy this time. So for now it's just the first-hand economy, stuff we produce locally. And then Lytton primarily is going to come in and other stuff. And alright, time to just let it rip and see what happens. What have I horribly messed up? Oh, I know what I've horribly messed up. I see it right now. What am I doing? So you like here. This is gonna get people last. I always do the inner circle last because they first go to the first houses. They go in the houses in the order you place them in. So this is gonna get people last, and that's a little annoying, but what can you do? Eventually they'll get there. Population milestone. Yeah, I should hope we're gonna get some population milestones. Okay, there's just a tiny bit of grain coming in. The houses are still evolving just from water to BH. Where are... Yeah, I'm lacking workers, right? Yeah. Just this. I feel like I didn't... Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. I will take 1,000 chickpeas. I don't even need to build another one, they're empty. I will take 1,000 chickpeas just to quick start someone somewhere. It can be you. You can be allowed to buy chickpeas, that's fine. I'll accept, thank you. Okay. What? I guess I don't have enough temples. Really? Already? Right, I only have one of each. Well, no, I have enough for... Well, that's a terrible start. Firemen, please fix this. Let me just fix the whole temple situation. We're gonna have one of each everywhere. I have 4 temples of raw right now, which means I'm good until 3,000? I should be good until 1,500. Why are you mad? Why is Bast resentful? Oh, did I fuck up? I guess I fucked up. I thought I had a Bast temple, though. What are you? Ptah? Did I do Ptah twice? No, I just forgot her temple. That's... We figured out, finally, what I horribly messed up. I'm sorry, Bast. Please don't burn me again. We need to delete these and remake them. Those were houses. We lost some people to fire. Sorry, Bast. Real sorry. Alright. Well, we don't need chickpeas anymore. And yeah, we're feeding this district some chickpeas. People are gonna move back in, it's fine. So we have 1,500 for each god, except the primary god where we have enough for 3,000. I'm going to add a temple. They're all gonna have 3 temples. Well, except the primary god, they're all gonna have 3 temples. So here I'm lacking a Ptah. Here I'm lacking a Bast. Here I'm lacking both of them because I made 2 raw temples. Okay. It's gonna help keep them happy because we're going to grow pretty rapidly. I'm going to skip ahead until more food comes in. The next harvest is going to be great. I sprinkled in barley, by the way, in the places where I thought were going to be the least fertile. Wait, did I not? I'm stupid. That's not the most catastrophic thing I've seen, but you know, I'm stupid. I put barley, yeah, where I thought it was going to be the least fertile. Because usually you overproduce barley anyway. This is almost full, which means, oh, we're going to get a little bit of food over here. That's nice. Okay, so I'm going to cut ahead just a little bit. Houses are going to evolve, people are going to move in, and it's going to be great. Acknowledge. We can have wood. Okay, pause. Pause. Give me a break. We can... Okay, what do we need wood for? We need wood to make boats. True enough. We need wood for carpenters. And yeah, that's it. Carpenters and sure, okay. Well, where do I want my wood then? Because I kind of want the carpenters over here, but I kind of want the ship production over here. By the way, we're reaching the point where we can actually we're reaching the point where we can actually build more, because workers have gone up and we're not even full on food. The next harvest will probably get us there. Oh, these are also lacking food, apparently. Still. So yeah, we've been growing quite a bit. I'm going to build more economy. What was the next step? We're in second recording area. I forget what we're doing even. I'll figure it out and just build it. Man, I still have so much money. That's kind of crazy. I built this. Eventually, I mean, I could have done this a little. Like, let's try it one. Hold on. I've changed my mind about one thing. Well, doesn't matter. Never mind. I just thought better of it. I don't know. I'm trying to... I think I need it to be 2 more. I think it might be too big, though. We'll see. Let's try this and see if the walkers are able to do the entire thing. This hurts. Well, the actual people that are looking for work can't go very far. I mean, I think the walkers will just cover everything eventually. Hopefully. And this is where all our size 4 housing is going to be eventually. It's basically 12 by 12 right here. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, it's not quite 12 by 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, because this needs to be 12, though. It's 11 by 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. It's 12 and then 11. There's going to be a row of size 3 statues in the middle. Barley? I mean, I accept barley somewhere, right? Yeah, we just need to wait for a harvest, I guess. We may not make it. I don't know. I don't know exactly. We'll see. Alright. Well, we're producing. I've got more economy producing. There's the harvest. We're fine. I'm producing all of that stuff. We're ready to build houses here eventually. Probably. Our housing is still evolving. I'm gonna wait for it to evolve some more and then we're gonna get the wonders started. I have so much space. I have room for storage yard here, here. There's there as well. This is where I'm planning to import my pottery. And I'm hoping I can just keep the pottery there and everybody's gonna manage to reach it. Might be a bit tough for some of the outlying housing districts, but we'll see. I'm hoping at least these two are gonna reach it just fine. That's why it's here and not up here. Alright, I'm gonna cut ahead to when I want to build again. Because for now I'm waiting for people to move in. We have reached 3,000. Our housing is mostly leveled by now. Which means if I want more people, we need to be importing pottery. It's a good time to be importing pottery though. Alright, accept none. We're gonna take all pottery. And we are going to start importing it. I'm gonna make it maintain 1600 and we'll see if that's good enough. I don't know if it is or not. I suppose we'll find out. Another thing I'm realizing is... I didn't need to put that there, but that's fine. Another thing I'm realizing is we could get taxes going and stuff. So let's do that. Let's get all of the stuff going, why not? All of the big buildings, they can be over here. I'm okay with that. And then, yeah, I'm just gonna cut ahead, actually. I'm not sure what they're staring at, but they're sure staring at it. Yeah, I don't know. We'll need more culture school at some point, but at least this is getting prioritized. Oh man, I hope everything gets coverage. I may have made this too big. I don't know. It's possible I'm not allowed to do this. Pottery's moving in. Getting in? I don't know about moving in. I'm going to set up the housing for the 4x4s and see how that goes. We'll see if that's enough. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe not. Surely at least however many I need are gonna be good enough, right? I'm overdoing it, because I'm only need 6 of them. Surely 6 of them are good enough. I'm overdoing it a lot. Can I make this yet? I mean, I could just, you know... Oh, by the way, do we have... No, we don't have burial provisions. That's fine. Just hold 500 of them. So I can make my library and stop thinking about it. There we go. That's all we needed. Back to 0. Okay, we've made these houses. We've got pottery going. We've got everything going, really. Even luxury goods. Second type of food. Okay, that's what we're missing. Do we have people? We have unemployment. Alright, I'm gonna get food, secondary food going. I'll be back in a second. Alright, we'll see how much this cuts into unemployment. I mean, it's going to evolve some houses, which will then cut into unemployment, yeah? So maybe it will. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how much it does. I might need to start... Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to do. We need to start working on these. Where the hell do I put this? Like here? I mean, I can, I guess. This is in the way. It's very much in the way. Where do I want this? Could be cool to have it around here, you know? And just move everything that's currently there. I think it would be better to just have it here, though. And simply move the big palace. Alright, I'm gonna get that started. Alright, it's built, but I don't have workers. I mean, I can make some. It's fine. Workers! Surely that's enough workers. I don't know what we'll need next. We're gonna need to start importing, maybe, probably. I should look at how much money we're making to determine how much I can actually import. Exports earn 17,000-ish. Yeah, I don't know. Where should sandstone come in? Could come in here. It accepts, and then we need 240. I'll make storage yards around here. We'll figure something out. I think that's enough if I'm not using this storage yard for anything else, which, sure, why not? I do need to turn it on, though. Available to maintain 240, thank you very much. Okay, and then we'll see what this wants. How's the evolving going, by the way? Second type of food. Fish is still not quite doing it, but we'll get there, I'm sure. Look. Some fish has begun coming in. New trade route to on. Interesting. What does on have for me? Where is... This is on? This is on. Sells sandstone and pottery. We like those. Buys beer. We also like to sell those. I'll take it. Cool, thank you. We like all of that. Ooh, we have our first third level house. Not enough variety. I should have all the varieties currently. Well, hopefully it figures it out. Let's add the Senate house, just in case. Apparently entertainment is what's struggling to make the rounds. Okay, they've made it there. Yeah, entertainment is what's struggling. Entertainment of all things, oh dear. Ooh, wait, someone made it to 4x4. And we need the third type of food, which is going to be game meat, I decided. Should we already go for it? Yeah, sure, why not? Okay, I added the zoo while we're at it, since it also consumes game meat. Yeah, supply of food is not making it back there. I don't know. This might be a little too big. I may need to downsize. Which is doable, it's just... I'm trying to be as greedy as possible. You know how it is. Okay, this is a 3x3. That's cute. Where's there... Right. Wait. Yeah. You're allowed... Yeah. Hold on. I made some things wrong up here. Because now if I delete this, they're both trying to get there. I did it wrong a little bit. I need a head here. I mean, I'll mostly do this off screen. I'm just showing it to you once so that you see it. Delete this and then it can expand to 4 eventually. And once it's at 4, I can delete the other one and, you know, etc. Beer. Oh boy. Am I even producing enough beer? Probably. Hopefully. Beer seems to be struggling a little bit. I'm gonna add a few breweries. And also increase the limit after which I export. What did you ask me for? 600? Sure, 600 it is. What does this need? Stone masons. Eventually. I'm not in a hurry. How are the gods feeling? I think we should be fine. They're approving and benevolent. We might be reaching the point where we need to add a bunch of god worship. I'm just gonna do that preemptively over here. We've got space, it's fine. With these, everything that isn't the main god should be happy. Main god should already be happy. I added this thing. And a bunch of other raw things. I think we'll be fine with the main god. Are you the max level? Yeah, pinnacle of society. Struggling a little bit to have enough game meat, but hopefully that stabilizes. We only have one source of game meat as far as I can tell, so that's a bit rough. I might need to switch it up to chickpeas. Maybe. How many more sources of chickpeas do I have? That's what I want to know. Only quarter, and maybe it takes... You know, maybe we do something like this and we switch it up to chickpeas. So you're not you're empty and you accept chickpeas and you get all chickpeas because it's better to have the food in a granary. It makes the bazaars more efficient when getting it. And then you're not buying game meat, you're buying chickpeas. And oh, you know what? We should have a grain store granary over here as well. I'm silly. Hold on, I'm building a lot of stuff, I guess. I had a thought and I'm forgetting it. Oh yeah, we're going towards chickpeas. I'm just hoping chickpeas. I'm just hoping chickpeas are more plentiful. They might be. This goes down to 800. I'm gonna switch to chickpeas as a third source of food. I'm guessing there's more. Hold on. There's game meat from here. I don't think they can feed this many massive houses though. 1500 there. Oh, chickpeas might be worse. It's a little disappointing. Let's throw. I need a 1, 2. I need a festival to Ra to make my trade partners trade on. That's what I need. Okay. It is a problem, though, that we're not getting enough of whatever third type of food we want. Weapons. I haven't not been looking at weapons. It can be over here once we have the sandstones. Yeah, I haven't been building the military whatsoever. I probably should do that. It can be over here, I think. Hold on. Okay, well, I added a few things. It's a bit messy, the city, but it is what it is. Acknowledge. I guess I didn't get my weapons? Nope. Unfortunate. I do have a bit of wood I can give to some military ships as well. If I can remember how I was gonna put them. I'm pretty sure it was something like this, and where was I gonna have this one? Here? No. Where was this one supposed to be? I don't remember. Hold on. Hold on. I can figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It could be like here or something. Congratulations, I have a transport. 3 transports, 4 military ships, and we're gonna get more eventually. If the ships can make it there. Okay. I need inhabitants. I added some pottery getting sword jars on both sides. Well, they're not buying pottery. That must be the problem. I'm stupid. I thought I had it buying pottery and I didn't. Maybe I didn't need the getting storage yards. Maybe they would have been fine without it. Oh well. Now it's like this, so whatever. I am going to need a getting beer thing over here. Only get quarter, but that does mean we need to sell when we're above 800. It was still on 600 back from when we needed to give it to someone. My bad. Okay, this is gonna involve housing and help fix the worker situation. Could just delete a few worker camps to fix that as well. Back to cutting, I would think. Irene. Is it distant, like water distant? Do I need boats? Can I make boats? I don't have boats currently. They haven't been made yet. It's a water trade route. Oh no. Well, I kind of need you to... you're not even making boats. I think this game just cannot handle... It cannot handle... getting ships over here, which is very inconvenient. Why would it not be able to send ships here either? That's kind of crazy. Okay, for now we will make do without these three because I need transports, and I think... Wait, what? Doesn't matter. I think I can't have transports here because I have wood and it's not working. Yeah. It just cannot get boats over there for some godforsaken reason. By the way, I'll have a warship here and here as well. But not here because I can't. I'm not allowed to. It's just kind of stupid. Okay. When's the thing? Listen, I just gotta send what I got, okay? It's gonna be those two. Hey! We win just in time. Hopefully we still have enough food production? Hopefully. Oh, that's where the transport was supposed to be, the last one. Alright, delete all this, doesn't matter. It's being useless. Let's add one of the fishing wharves that we deleted. Plague of locusts? Uh-oh. That's not good. Hey. Hopefully the ships can make it there. Alright. We've re-added a few of our granaries. I mean, I have plenty of grain. Grain is not really what I need. By the way, how are we there yet? No. It's gonna go here. I moved one of the storage yards because it was in the way. I need to fill these two with stone and then we'll be able to build it. Okay, I need to level up my housing even more, which means allowing them to buy beer. I don't like that. My crops! Okay. My crops! My crops. You don't have road access. That's fucking stupid. But that's me. I mean, I don't feel like moving everything down one square just for it. I think the fact that it had no road access bugged out the bugs. Which is really funny to me. Rip the crops though. Weapons. I don't have any storage yard that accepts weapons currently. I really should. You can accept... Let's accept quarter weapons for now. That way we're going to be able to accept the weapons we were just offered. Man, evolving houses, except, yes, thank you. Evolving houses can be a little difficult. Okay, you go here. Cool, you go here. This is still struggling. They're not at the highest level, by the way, because third source of food is a struggle bus. This is third level, by the way. Still has some game meat, somehow. It sometimes goes and steals the game meat, and then we're still trying to get chickpeas, but it just... You know what? Buy both of these. Maybe sometimes you'll get one, sometimes you'll get the other, but at least we'll get something going. Hopefully. I should spread them, actually. Don't buy this. Buy this. Those two are certain sources of food. The other two are kind of occasional. Don't buy this and then buy this. There we go. Feels more fair. New trade route to Maidum? Tell me you sell food. Oh, thank God. It's barely better than game meat now. Oh, dear. Okay. Housing has evolved. We're gonna need stuff like schools to evolve it further. We probably want to. I mean, we do need to reach 10,000 somehow, so I guess we will do that. It does consume some of our very valuable scrolls, but we'll figure it out. It's fine. Scrolls and... Scrolls. I'm guessing I should get... Not all, just a quarter, thank you. How are the stones looking? Deliver, that's fine. I should really be cutting right now. The stones are not there yet. Alright, I'll go back to cutting until I want to do something again. We seem to have the economy figured out just fine. Workers rejoice at raise. I was doing some minor stuff like beautification, which you've seen me do 100 times. You don't need to see me place down plazas and cats again. But yeah, apparently the workers have a raise. Sure. How about taxes, though? How about taxes, rich folks? About that. Oh, there was a weird icon there. Okay. Right, I still haven't done this. Well, once I have unemployment, I'll probably try to add, you know, the guilds that I need to build stuff. Somewhere. I'm hoping, actually, we should be really close to the stones if we don't have them. There it is. Look at it. It's beautiful. Alright, that's there. We don't need most of these anymore. Okay. Actually, okay. So this could stay and be, I don't know, an actual weapons deposit. This is fine, except all. We can empty these now. We can maybe sell the overflow if we can / want to. I don't know. I don't care. Things are very poorly placed around here. Don't pay too much attention to it. We need... Oh my god, everything does not fit well. I hate it here. Don't look at all the spacing. Don't look at it. Just don't. Just don't. Stop looking. Stop staring. I know it sucks. Shut up. Gonna have 3 of these. Whoops. Let's not make it worse than it needs to be. Alright, that's some guilds. Surely that improves things. Dentist! They're so needy. Here's your dentist. Here's your damn dentist, and here's your dentist. What else you want? We'll figure it out soon. I'll go back to cutting. What? Collapsed? Where? Huh? Ah, shoot. The architect is not making it over there. Well, that's terrible for all the weapons I accumulated, but what can you do? Okay, so... the weapons... Wait. the weapons are gonna be here, except none first. Weapons are gonna be here, and then we're gonna have both of these over here. And then the shipwright should be fine. To be fair, I don't know how many more ships we needed. We seem to be mostly fine. Well, okay, we're missing a couple here. I don't know if he's gonna make them. He's been slacking a little. Oh, a gift of weapons. Just in time to, you know, refill my storage yard. Alright, I'm okay with that. Very cool. I guess I'll go back to cutting. I don't know. I was waiting for... I don't remember. Oh dear. Some de-evolving has happened. Yeah, food... Third source of food is a problem. That I don't know how to solve better. Other than just continuously doing... raw festivals. Which I should do again. Because he makes your trade partners trade more, which is precisely what we need right now. I'm guessing third type of food is what was missing for these houses. I don't fully know, because this area is a little big, so... Oh, it's entertainment? Yeah, entertainment might be an issue too, I don't know. Walkers have a hard time getting back here. That is true. I maybe need to just delete one of these and make another one of those. Maybe that'll fix it. You know what? Let's just do that, actually. Why not? I don't need this many houses. Alright, delete this. We're gonna have another one of these. Alright, everything looks horrible now. My bad, but like, whatever. This goes here, this goes here. Hippos. Sure. And then gardens. I don't know. Alright, so entertainment should have an easier time reaching everything back here. I don't know if they need anything else. Third type of food is still the problem. How many houses? We only have 2 currently. It's tough. I wonder if the number of houses I have I'm trying to feed is a problem too. I guess it is. Because if I'm spreading all my third type of food to all of them, then it never builds up where it needs to. Maybe? I don't know. I don't know that that's true. What are you missing? Physician, mortuary. Mortuary did not come here. Yeah, I made this too big. Plan might be to delete a few of those. I don't know. I'll go back to cutting. I'll think about it. We'll see. If I ever do anything to try to fix it, I'll let y'all know. Oh, did someone ask me to go help somewhere in Bahariya? I don't remember getting a notification that Bahariya was being attacked. What the hell? Oh. That must have happened towards the end of the last episode and I just forgot. My bad. Whoops. Oh my god, there's such a lineup. What is going on? Why was that one ship stuck there for so long? That's mysterious. Alright, I'm gonna go back to cutting, really. Let's try this. I shaved off a bunch here. And it's moved here, which is not as great, but like, whatever. No one cares. Maybe this will work better. Maybe the walkers will do their job better. If it's slightly smaller. I deleted these when I didn't need to. That I regret, but whatever. They'll come back. They'll be back. It's remarkable. It is going to... yeah. I think we'll build an additional housing district just for workers, like over here maybe. Eventually. We'll eventually need more workers, like inevitably. Still hasn't gotten food. Okay, no, they're getting there. Maybe? Why are you struggling to get food? This is scaring me. This corner is not getting it. Is it still bad? Is it still horrible? Is that what's happening? Uh-oh. Alright, I'll go back to cutting and just looking at how it goes. By the way, I'm importing marble to... You need a carpenter. I have carpenters somewhere here. They're just not doing it, but they'll get there, surely. Alright, I think I will create an additional housing district here. Also a culture district. We need to be good for 10,000 on everything, and we're not. Zeus is perfect right now, but it's not gonna stay perfect because we're probably not gonna be on the dot 10,000. We'll probably go over a little bit. So anyway, I need to add a bunch of stuff. I'll be back soon. Well, I'll be back. I'll do that and show you me doing that. This seems kind of ridiculous, but here we are. We're doing it. We'll see how that goes. Oh, wait. I need to tell them what to buy. I forgot. You're allowed to buy these. You're allowed to buy pottery. That's correct. And linen? I think they need linen, right? I don't want to buy more than I need to. Oh, they don't need linen. Never mind. You don't get to buy linen. You get to buy the same stuff he does. Grain, beer, pottery. White chickpeas. Stop. Oh my god. Is that why we're having trouble with food? They're taking the chickpeas? I forgot to turn that off. Because we had a chickpea gift very early, so I fed them to that district, and I forgot to turn it back off. Alright, well... Kyrene? I feel like this is the first I've heard of this. I mean, we're as ready as we'll ever be. You, and you. Scorpions. Get over here! Something like that. Something like that. Alright, these are going to evolve. We'll see where it puts us population-wise. I feel like my houses are a bit more stable. We're up to 5 palatial estates. Still a bit of a struggle to get it to 6. Time for another Raw festival. I've been rotating among them. I haven't done a Bast yet. I should do that. But yeah, we're at Raw right now. Anyway, I will go back to cutting. You kind of know what I'm doing. Just waiting, providing these what they need. Slowly. And, yeah. Trade more than before. That's what I want. That's how we get palatial estates. Alright, back to cutting. Wait, hold on. Before we go. Libraries, mortuary. Library, mortuary. That's all we're really in need of, apparently. Yeah. I'll build an extra zoo and an extra Senate house. I don't know. Would be nice to fit it here somewhere, but it's kind of tough to find the room. Because the straw's here, the meat's not too far this way either. Does it fit exactly here? No. Unfortunate. It would fit like here if I just moved a few things. I'd probably do that. I'm sure this district will be delighted to have a zoo. Alright, so I just need to remember to, you know, rebuild everything I just destroyed, but I think it was this, and then that I just did that in the apothecary. There you go. And then we need a Senate house somewhere. We won, because of course we won. I'm the greatest, apparently. What was the other thing we wanted? Oh yeah. Senate house, probably best to build it somewhere around here, around where we build, craft our beer. Brew's a better word. Anyway, I'll go back to cutting. You kind of know what's going on. This hopefully brings us up. This is all fine. And so as far as ratings go, physicians, dentists, mortuary, I'm just gonna build some somewhere. Doesn't really matter. I can build them anywhere. They don't need to actually provide access to anybody. Mausoleum finished! Yay! Deliver. Sure. All the messages. We're still working on this. The Caesarium. I've added some stuff. I mean, some, you know, health stuff. It's still complaining about mortuaries. We're kind of hovering there. I was at 7 a moment ago, so it's not quite stable. But at least they're not devolving back to lower sizes, so it's just a food thing. We're struggling to get the third type of food for this many houses, but at least apparently we still reach 6. So I'm okay with how it is right now. In terms of how many people are in, well, you know, got more people in. There's plenty of room to add a few more houses to maybe reach 10,000, but I'm not in a hurry. With the amount of time things are going to take to get everything else going, I'm thinking once this seems to be pretty finished, is there a way to know? Oh, it's 80%? I should be doing it now then. Because I was going to say I'm going to add it once people start getting old and I start having, you know, worker issues. But apparently that's not really a thing that's going to happen here. So that's okay. We're going to add some housing here and there on the housing districts to have room still, which is like all of them. And everyone's going to be really happy. People don't want to move in because apparently it raised and I didn't notice, and this can go down. Alright, now people are going to move in. Maybe. How's this going? I mean, granite? Wait, granite? Ugh. Delete this. Accept all granite. Don't trade this. Trade this. I don't know how many we need, so just fill the rest of this storage yard with it, and it's gonna be fine. Alright. Do people want to move in now? Unemployment. We'll fix unemployment. It's easy to fix, really. Listen, you see these, all this space here, right next to the farms. Let's have work camps over there. Let's just have work camps over there. They're gonna pretend to work in the farms. And then they'll look good in front of their families or whatever. City sentiment is going up. That's right. I'm not exploiting them quite as much. So now people are gonna want to move in. This is done. Burial provisions? There's none. Alright, it's just a matter of getting culture up there and getting the people up there. Still complaining about mortuaries and dentists. I guess the mortuaries and dentists really need to be in the city districts. That's interesting. Alright, well, I'll give it to them then. I thought it just needed to exist for for a ratio, but apparently it needs to be, it seems at least to have to be given to people directly. I'm okay with that. Collapsed building, now what? Oh, I put shrines there because I thought it would look better, but also, you know, there's no architect there. Whatever, it can just stay empty. Those shrines probably don't need to exist. Speaking of shrines, I should continue to hold festivals for Ra, otherwise I'm going to run out of food, aren't I? For the big boys. Alright, I'm going to go back to cutting, probably. I'm working on mortuaries. Like, I feel like every district has a mortuary by now. This one doesn't. Alright, fine, I'll add it to this one too then. Kind of very needy, this culture thing. Workers rejoice at raise. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. We have the money. That's a big raise. Holy. I mean, okay. I guess. It went down, but it's not telling me anything. Oh. Hold on. If I keep clicking, sometimes something happens. Mortuary. Occasionally. Occasionally. I have so many mortuaries. What do you want from me? And all the districts have a working mortuary. They all have access to it, right? Overlay. It's a health thing, right? They all have access to it. They obviously all have access to it. They have access. They have access. They all have access to it. Every single person in this house, in this city, has access to embalmers. Which means probably it's a ratio thing, if anything. But I also have like 4 extra embalmers. 3 here, 1 here. Excuse you. Population is still going up. We're not quite at 10,000. We're getting there. I don't know what to tell you. Let's have another embalmer here. Because that'll help. Maybe another one here. Why not? Doesn't fit. Here. There you go. All of the embalmers. Surely the rating will fix itself. Oh no. It's probably some arcane... Oh my god, what happened? Linen? Oh, I ran out of linen because I'm eating all the linen. Can I import linen? Never mind exporting. Import to maintain There you go. I know I'm making some, but like, oh god. This is going to be terrible. Hold on. Alright. It's gonna fix itself eventually. Ran out of freaking linen. I hate it. Okay. Eventually these embalmers won't be... I'm pretty sure they won't be consuming. Oh, they do consume. But, like... I'm creating so many embalmers that it doesn't... Yeah, and now prosperity sucks because of it. I'm probably gonna have to Google culture problems and see what the internet tells me. It's funny because I got it to 100 this one mission, the last Alexandria mission, and now it's kind of just stuck there. Physician? Well, at least this won't eat into my linen supply. By the way. Oh wait, I could put them here. And have even more physicians. I love it. Have some more physicians. No. Have some more physicians, but like here, there you go. Useless physicians, but don't worry about it. Extra house right here. I feel like we were at 9,000 earlier, and now we're... Oh yeah, because I lost all my big houses, isn't it? There's room for a lot more. How much more room is there? 1,000... yeah. Many more. And there can be room for more, even more. I just need these to evolve. And now there's room for... That's not what I need to check. There's room for 1,300. It's very close to enough. I don't know that it will be, though. Add just a few more houses where you can. Yeah, that's all. I don't have very many places left where I can add stuff. Alright, let me... I'll come back soon. Let me just Google real quick what could be the causes for culture being stuck. This is hovering between excellent and perfect, and I think part of that is just... my population keeps changing slightly, and so, I don't know, maybe if it stays perfect for a while, culture is gonna figure it out. The other problem is I'm not quite reaching 10,000 with this. That is a problem. That is very much a problem. Is city unemployment a problem? Not really. Not really. Alright, well I have so many temples that I don't really need. I can transform these into houses. Like one less temple and then just housing. You don't need this many temples, you know? I'm gonna wait. Yeah, we can keep this one, and these two can become houses. Sure. I'm gonna go around and do this to all my districts. I'll be back soon. $10,000! We've reached it. I still haven't managed to fix my culture rating. It was... Last I saw, it was complaining about scribal schools and libraries. I added a couple. Should be fine. Now. in theory, but the rating still's not really going up. I made this district specifically get a second type of food in the form of fish. I'm a little shy about, you know, allowing too many people to eat fish because I need it over here. In fact, I'm gonna turn it back off because I don't believe it had any impact whatsoever. I don't know, health is perfect. It's been holding perfect for a bit. Maybe. It's still hovering, but like population is still moving. Oh, I need a few work camps somewhere. I mean, I guess I can delete like some of these. Create some work camps there. I'm sure the gods won't mind. Pretty sure the gods are pretty chill right now. Like I've overdone it a bit. They're still congenial. Keep lavishing raw. Hold on, I'll just figure this out. Once I figure it out, I'll just come back to you and explain to you what the hell. Assuming I understand what the hell. There it is.
The splendors of Alexandria and the fate of Egypt are in good hands under your direction. As expected, when you finally blessed Mark Antony with your presence, he paid you proper homage while seeking your financial aid in furthering his goals. In fact, he became so enamored of you that he has come to Alexandria to be your companion and lover.
Beautiful! Okay, I figured it out. So, I eventually noticed the zoos were not going because they had no meat. When I switched to chickpeas, I accidentally made it so no storage yard accepted game meat. So I wasn't importing granite or marble or anything anymore, so I switched that to game meat. And as soon as game meat came in and got consumed by this guy, it was over. It was Jover. 80. Still not perfect, but you know, good enough. So 2 thumbs up. We did it. It was a fun mission. I mean, Alexandria is a big city. And we did alright. I still feel like you have to spread out way too much. I feel more comfortable with slightly more compact cities. It's also, to me, it's also more satisfying when they're more compact. That being said, we're nearly compact, right? Kinda? Not really, but kinda. I don't know, it's still somewhat satisfying. Over here is decently satisfying. You got the big district. Just every worker housing district is so far away from the center where all the big boys are, and a lot of the industry is. Like, part of the industry is here, and then this is here for the coastline and defense. And then down here you got the farming for the food. And here I added it in the middle so it feels more compact, but it's the culture district. Could have been somewhere else. It could have been like here, but then I don't have getting storage yard over here for resources. It was more convenient to put it here. Anyway, that was a fun one. That's probably the last fun one because unfortunately, the next mission seems to be suffering from New Era not caring about redesigning military missions so that they make sense. I don't know. I'm happy with the military redesign, remastering. I'm not happy with some of these missions that used to mean something and that don't anymore. I wish they had also, you know, along with it, done something to make those missions mean something. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see about that next time for the finale. Until then, see y'all.